In 2019, a college student named Ellie bought a used DSLR camera from a small pawn shop in Seattle. The place was half empty, preparing to close down for good. The man behind the counter didn't say much, only that the camera had been sitting in the back for months. No paperwork, no backstory, just forgotten. When Ellie got home, she found a memory card still inside the camera. Curious, she plugged it in her laptop. Most of the footage was unremarkable. A few night shots, some grainy images of trees, empty streets. But buried in the memory card was a single folder titled "Do Not Open." Inside the folder were dozens of short videos. All of them showed the same scene. A dim basement room, completely empty except for a wooden chair sitting under a single light bulb. In the first few clips, the chair was empty. Nothing happened, just silence. Then came one video that was different. In this clip, the woman was there. She didn't enter the frame. 1 second the chair was empty, and the next she was just sitting there. Pale, motionless, eyes wide open. She stared directly into the lens without blinking. Her expression was blank. Cold, like she knew she was being watched, or like she was watching back. The timestamp on the video read 3:33 a.m. In the next clip, the chair was empty again. No sign of her, no movement, no sound, as if she had never been there. Ellie shut her laptop and tried to shake off the unease. Maybe it was an art project, some creepy found footage experiment. But she couldn't get the woman's face out of her head. A few days later, Ellie decided to try filming something similar, just to see what she could capture. She brought the camera down into the storage room in the basement of her apartment building, set up a chair, hit record, then went back upstairs to wait. 20 minutes later, her phone buzzed. A motion alert from the camera. The time was 3:33 a.m. She went back down immediately. The air in the room felt unnaturally cold, still, as if everything was holding its breath. The camera had turned off by itself. She took out the memory card and viewed the footage on her laptop, right there in the hallway. At first, it looked just like her setup, the empty chair under a bare bulb. But then, just like before, the woman appeared. The same blank stare, the same frozen expression. But this time, it was Ellie's own basement. And this time, the woman wasn't alone. In the corner of the frame, barely visible in the shadows, something else stood. A tall, thin figure, completely still. It leaned just slightly forward, its face lost in the dark, as though it too was watching the camera. Or maybe watching her. Ellie ran. She didn't sleep that night. The next day, she went back to the pawn shop to return the camera. But the shop was gone, boarded up, as if it had never been there. She left the camera on the sidewalk in front of the door. When she walked past an hour later, it was gone. That night, her smoke alarm went off at 3:33 a.m. There was no fire, no smoke, only a bitter, freezing draft blowing through a closed window. And then, from the shadows in her bedroom, she heard it, a soft, mechanical sound, the sound of a camera shutter, coming from the darkness at the foot of her bed. She didn't move. She didn't speak. She just waited and listened until it stopped. She never touched a camera again.